Hello guys, you're welcome back to Path to Success, the channel where you get to learn the latest strategies and websites that you can work with to make lots of cool earnings online. If you are interested in making money online, if you want an online side hustle that pays well, if you are tired of receiving low salaries at the end of the month, or you are in search of new employment opportunities, I will advise you to stick to this channel by subscribing and clicking on the bell notification icon to get the latest updates on how you can make it working online right there at your comfort zone. In today's video, I will once again be treating a topic on Gotranscript audio transcription. I'll be talking about how you can actually work some things out on the audio transcription when you get hired. But if you are feeling like you want to learn some other skills and strategies on how to make money online apart from Gotranscript, you can go through some of my other videos that I've made on the playlist that is showing right now on the screen. I have treated lots of other topics that you can also use to make lots of money online. But I believe it will be better to watch and learn about Gotranscript before jumping into any other topic, in order for you to get the proper and full understanding on how this whole transcription things work. So in this video, as I said, I will be working on how to timestamp Gotranscript audios properly, how to add timestamps in change of speakers, how to spell out words in the transcription, and how to note inaudible words or unintelligible words in the transcription, and some other things that you might need to know. Before I proceed, I would like you guys to give this video a like by clicking on the thumbs up button down there. Do this just to give me some encouragement and also to help many others who are also interested in this type of content to get to see it. Okay, right now, let's start by adding timestamp to transcription. First of all, let's go to my conversations and work on the previous audio we used last time. So let me just click on it here. Okay, here is it. Now let's add timestamps to it. But first of all, what you have to do now, let me export it and put it in. Since we've done some editing over here, let me export it and put it in Google Docs, so we can add timestamps and change of timestamping, change of speaker with some other little editing. So right now, what we are going to do now is just click on the three ellipses buttons over here, then export. Okay. Now, right now, let's go to Google Docs. Let me open Google Docs here, right here. Open a blank file. Then we open it, copy and paste. Okay, as you can see, here it is. So now what we are going to do now is, let's go to Gotranscript guidelines. I've already opened it here, and see how to add timestamps properly according to their guidelines, and how to add change of speaker. Right now, before I proceed, I want you to know that in my previous video, I've already done some editing on this particular file. For those of you who are thinking maybe that why did I just export the file without doing any editing on osa.ai, I've already done it in my previous video. That's why I just export it. So what I'm just trying to do now is just to add timestamp, because when you get hired, you will be adding timestamp and you'll be doing the transcription in clean verbatim mostly. So I want to show you how to add timestamps and how to add timestamps in change of speakers with some other things that you will need. So I'm just working on this file. It was the file that I used in my previous video. So in case you want to get some basic understanding on how to transcribe properly, you should watch my previous video and this particular video. The previous video I did is for how to get hired. According to their instructions, they asked us not to add any timestamps. So right now we are adding timestamps because when you get hired, this is how it should look like. So I will just do the sample for you here and you will see how to add timestamps properly. Now let me change these unknown speakers to speaker 1 and speaker 2, because according to this audio it was only 2 people that said something. So remove the unknown. This is speaker 1. And let the words that they said to be in the same line. I've explained this in my previous video. So this will be speaker 2. Align their words on the same line. Yes, something like this. And this speaker 1 again. Okay, let me delete. Okay, this is how it should be arranged. Okay, but now let's go to the Gotranscript guidelines and let me show you how they add their own timestamp. Okay, here's the guidelines. Let me scroll down. You see timestamps. Let me see where they. Okay, yeah, this timestamping types. Okay. Okay, this is the timestamp change of every speaker changes, and this is the normal timestamp. So let's open the PDF file of both. The PDF file of the first one, this is the first one, is normal timestamp. As you can see, the timestamp is in front of the speaker after the column. That is the interviewer. Right here they use interviewer. After the column, its timestamp is there, then the word starts. But if you check Gotranscript.ai, there's no column, they just use timestamp. That's why I didn't export it with normal timestamp. But what we are going to do right now is we are just going to look at the time. The first one is 0 seconds and 0 seconds 0 minutes. So we are just going to follow the time and use the correct format of Gotranscript. So right now this is still 0 seconds 0 minutes for speaker 1. That is what we are going to do. But the correct format is 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. It's different from the one that Gotranscript.ai did. So what we are going to do now, let's go back to Google Docs. As you can see, now you make it bold. You can just press Ctrl B to make it bold. Now 0 0. You should know where to find that bracket on your keyboard. 0 0 0 0. Then close the bracket. Now this is it. Speaker 1, that is the correct way to add timestamp. Now we go to speaker 2. Now you should try to be careful right here. There is now a change of speaker. According to Gotranscript.ai, if you should go there, AI just did something like this: speaker 1, then speaker 2. The timestamp is in front, is still in front, is in the same format. But according to Gotranscript, let's go to their guidelines. Timestamp in every change of speaker, things are very different. So this is where you have to be very careful about it. So now let me just open timestamp every speaker changes. Now this is the tricky part. As you can see, this is 0 hours 0 minutes but 2 seconds. That means this is a change of speaker. Is already, the transcription has already started and is in 2 seconds. So the time is before the speaker or the interviewer, then there's a colon and the words continue. The time is before. This is something about change of speaker. The time is always before, not after. So right now, what we are going to do now is we are going to add the time before the speaker, not after. The change of speaker, once there's a change of speaker, you can't add the time after the speaker, just as this one. It is going to be automatically wrong. So this is why I did this video, for people to understand, because lots of people, if you check their videos about timestamping, they are just doing the same format. They'll just start adding time at the front and again continue adding time, which is totally wrong. So right now, let's go to Otter.ai and check the time when speaker 2 started talking, just for us to check the time. Okay, speaker 2 started talking at 4 seconds. So what we are going to do now, the timestamp we're going to add is going to be 4 seconds. Change of speaker. So that means it will come before speaker 2, not after. Now put the brackets 00 colon 00 colon 04. Close the brackets. Now this is timestamp. This is the change of speaker timestamp, as you can see right now. So now let's go. I think there's still another speaker right here. Okay, speaker 1 now talk again at the last part. What are we going to do? The same style we did. The time is going to come before it. Now let's go to Otter.ai and check what time did speaker 1 conclude the times and the transcription. Now let's go down. Okay, it's exactly 3 minutes 40 seconds. So let me just go back there and open a bracket before the speaker. Open a bracket. 3 minutes 40 seconds would be 00 03 40. Then close the bracket. Now, as you can see, we have properly added timestamp to this transcription. The first timestamp is going to be in front, since it's the beginning of the audio. It's going to be at the front. So to start with 00000, as you can see, according to their file over here, according to their guidelines, this is timestamping. It will start at the front, but when there is a change of timestamping, it will begin to start from behind. So that is how it's going to be, from front, then the rest will be from the behind. So what else should I do? Okay, I said something about inaudible words or unintelligible words. So right now, let me just go to Otter.ai. I think there's one at a very part here. Let me just check. I think it's at the down part. Actually, I think the word I'm looking for is it's towards the end of the audio. Yes, okay, yeah, it is. It's actually where the speaker is listing out the banks in Europe. So I think here is the word exactly. You can see that the artificial intelligence didn't even spell out the word very well, because the speaker just wrap up the words very fast. Let me play it so that you hear. Let me play it from here.
Team saying, "Look, we need $3 million bucks or
okay.
something."
No.
The
Maybe I'll get forwarded it to. I think the audio is starting from the beginning. This part is almost at the end. Okay, let me play.
market research company, kind of like one of those secret shoppers.
Okay, secret shoppers.
There are a bunch of banks in Europe, like HSBC, Deutsche Bank, Lloyds Bank, and Gotranscript Bank, spelled just like it sounds, UKREXIMBANK. Thus, one of the major banks wanted to find out.
As you can see, the guy just wrap up the words UKREXIMBANK. Let me move it back a bit and
shoppers. There are a bunch of banks in Europe, like HSBC, Deutsche Bank, Lloyds Bank, and Gotranscript Bank, spelled just like it sounds, UKREXIMBANK.
So, right there, in my previous video, I had to slow it down in order to get what is said. But in some audios, even though you slow it down to the last part, you won't even get what it's saying. So right now, let me just show you how to do something about this. So we have to mark this word as either unintelligible or inaudible. So right now, let me show you the difference between inaudible and unintelligible, so that you'll be able to identify inaudible words and unintelligible words. Let's go to the guidelines and see. So let me scroll down a bit to check something about. Okay, right here, as you can see, if you cannot hear a word I said, mark it as inaudible or unintelligible and specify the time. Okay, and the difference between inaudible and the unintelligible is: use inaudible when speech cannot be heard due to poor recording or noise. That is, noise from the background, or maybe the microphone is somehow faulty or somehow. Now, use unintelligible when speech can be heard but it cannot be understood due to the speaker's manner of speech, like something like what we heard now, the accent, etc. Something like just what these guys and the speaker did over here. The speaker is actually wrapping up words, so it's hard to understand what it's actually trying to say. So in my previous video, I had to slow it down to get it. And some speakers are worse than this. Some speakers will do what? Some speakers will make things very rough. So you have to understand how to deal with something like this. So right now, what we are going to do is, let me just go to, that means this word is actually unintelligible. So right now, what I'm going to do is, we'll go to Google Doc, where the document is, and we will mark this word as unintelligible. So let me scroll down. Okay, mark it as unintelligible. Where is the word actually? It's okay, UKRX. Now, okay, I think that is it right here. So at the front, that is if you can't get what the speaker actually said. So you will just do it. You make it bold, open a bracket, write unintelligible, then the time, because you have to add time. The time is actually 3:25. Yes, 3:25. That is 3 minutes 25 seconds. So that is 00:03:25. Then close the brackets. That is how to add it. If it's inaudible, you do the same, you add it like that. But like the word actually in my previous video, it is UKREXIM bank. I didn't spell it out because, well, in case you get it right, if you get it right, like you actually know what is there. For example, let me remove this unintelligible. If you actually know what the word is, like in my previous video I slow it down and I get what is said over there. So the word is said over there is actually UKREXIM bank. So because it spells it out, let's listen again. Let me just move it backwards a bit.
Deutsche Bank, Lloyds Bank, and Gotranscript Bank, spelled just like it sounds, UKREXIMBANK. Thus, one.
Let me slow it down and do the same trick I used in my previous video. Now, just show you that
sounds UKREXIMBANK.
If you listen again, you'll see that you can actually get the words clearly.
UKREXIMBANK.
So that is the word. So in case you are, because you said something like UKREXIMBANK, according to their guidelines, when the word is spelled out, let me scroll down and check for that. Okay, here is it. Yeah, this is an example. My name is Anna, ANNA. When a word is being spelled out, like they are calling out each letters, you have to add hyphen in between. So in the case where you are able to get these words correctly, when you are able to get these words correctly, you will do what? You will spell it out using hyphen in between. That's one thing I omit in my previous video. Just do it like this: U K R E X I M B A N K. So that is it. So right now, but that is if you get how the word is being spelled out. You have to, this is how you are going to spell it out. But if then the other way, if you are using unintelligible, what you are going to actually do is, let me undo all this because I want you to understand how the unintelligible work and the inaudible, because you'll be facing some much things like that when you get hired, or when you are giving more giving many videos, many audios, you'll be getting lots of unintelligible and inaudible audios. So just do it like this. Then mark the time. Okay, so I think that is that. Let's just make it this way. Now to the next part about time stamping. Next part, let me just show you how this is. We have to, okay, for example, let me take you to this very part. Okay, as you can see, there is a timestamp here, and according to their guidelines, let me scroll up. According to their guidelines, you must add timestamp in every 2 minutes. I don't have to check that. if you have been used to answering Gotranscript, okay, it's here. Every 2 minutes, you have to add timestamp in every 2 minutes also. If the timestamp starts here, once you get to 2 minutes mark of the audio, you have to add timestamp. For example, like if I should scroll down, you find it here in every 2 minutes. Okay, so according to this part, you can see here is this place has gotten to 2 minutes, and in the next 2 minutes you'll find that they will also timestamp it in 4 minutes. Okay, this is the next 2 minutes, and if there's another 2 minutes, they will timestamp 6 minutes. You can see that is how it is. So right now, let's see where 2 minutes is actually in this audio. Let's go back. The total of this audio is 3 minutes 46 seconds. 3 minutes 46 seconds. So what we are going to do right now is you just take this line here, drag it to 2 minutes. Since it's 3 minutes 46 seconds, there can be only 2 minutes. There is only 2 minutes within the audio. It's not up to 4 minutes. Okay. Yeah. So what I'm going to actually do now is let me just drag it a little bit back and see here for myself where the 2 minutes actually gets. Just put it, let me say 1 minute 41 seconds. Should be at videos.
Investors and everything else.
So let me return the time to. Okay, I think that is okay. Now it can be from here. It should be in the middle.
The CEO and CFO, not forgetting the COO, have to own it. I mean, ultimately, if they can get the shareholders bought in, great. If the shareholders don't buy in and they still got to hold the fort, and we've seen a couple of examples. Now, again, within some of the farm.
I think it's at this part, at this very place where there is now. So, let me go to Google Docs. So now again, let me scroll up. I have to strain my eyes a little to get this. Okay, yeah, here it is. So I have to add timestamp here. There must be a timestamp over here. So, and that is where 2 minutes is. 00 02 00. Okay, that means we have already timestamped 2 minutes. So what's next? The audio time is actually 3 minutes 46 seconds. So we can't add another 2 minute timestamp. It's not up to 4 minutes, and it's not beyond 4 minutes. It's not more than 4 minutes. So let's just see how there's actually another part to doing timestamp, and that is the conclusion part. Let me just show you. You just scroll down to the final part. So lots of people used to omit this. You can see end of audio. You must add the time in end of audio, the actual time the audio ends. For example, if you should go to this one in change of speaker also, let me just scroll down and show you. At the end of audio part, as you can see, the change of speaker is in 11:38. The audio end of audio is also at that time. The reason why it is because when the speaker changed to the last speaker just said thank you, so it's not even more than a second, not up more than a second. So the end of audio, you have to take note of the end of audio. So right now we are going to add end of audio to this one as well. So let's just press enter again, then you'll make a time. Let me put it. First of all, let me see the actual time. Okay, I think the end of audio sheet will be 3:36. That is 3 minutes and 46 seconds. So just open the brackets here. 00 column 03 column 46. Okay, now open another bracket in capital letters, end of audio. Close the brackets, and that is that about that. Right now what remains is for me to add paragraphs. I have to add paragraphs to each line. I mean, like, according to the guidelines, I think it's 100 words paragraph. You should check. But what I did in my previous video is that I count 3 lines each, then I make paragraphs, 3 to 4 lines, then I make paragraphs over there. That is how easy it is. I think that is the best way to add paragraphs to your transcription. So right now, let's count 3 lines and look for where a full stop ends, or the particular place where a quotation mark ends before you add a paragraph. Otherwise, you just cut in between some sentences, and it's not right to add paragraph that way. So right now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think the quotation mark ends here. So there's the paragraph. We'll continue it the same way. One, 2, 4. Okay, just another paragraph here. 1, 2, 4. Just continue this way and until you just finish everything. Okay, I think that is all. Okay, right now we have added the timestamps correctly, and we have done the necessary things. So once you are asked to add timestamps, just follow each and every steps that I have done in this video. Just go over it. This is how the timestamping is according to Gotranscript guidelines. The unintelligible words, adding 2 minutes each in every adding timestamp in every 2 minutes, and the rest. So that is how it is. So in case there is another thing that might come up, that I can still come up with some other hints in my next videos on how to add some other things in the transcription. So I will want you guys to, even though you have been hired by Gotranscript, still stick to this channel and check out for my latest videos, because I will come up with how you can get through this very well. So guys, I think this is the end of everything. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please remember to subscribe and like this video. and wait for my upcoming videos. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.